Hi, my name is Avery Wooler.
My name's Sal Connor.
My name's Jakob Swistowski.
My name is Sebastian Gomez. My name is Silva.
This is our emotional well-being presentation on destigmatizing men's mental health for young adults. We are the Casa Grande High School HOSA Secondary Division, chapter number 32231.
We're going to be covering a lot of topics in this presentation, including background information, why mental health is important for young men, ways to cope and who to talk to, why we chose this topic, men's mental health for our future, and some research and data we collected.
Here's some background information on our topic. There is about 970 million people recorded suffering from mental health issues. Approximately 388 million of those are men. The real number is much higher, but most men do not talk about their struggle. Mental health is closely tied in with suicide, which is the second leading cause of death for young adults. About 100 men alone die per day from suicide, the ratio being about 4 to 1 compared to women. So why is mental health for men important as young adults? For hundreds of years, mental health has been stigmatized, meaning a set of negative and unfair beliefs or opinions have been placed upon it, negatively affecting the way that we perceive it. Because of that, society thinks that men shouldn't talk about their mental health because it's unmasculine. Around 60% of men do not get help. Our objective for this presentation is for young adult men to reach out for help early on, so as life progresses, they know how to cope with harmful situations. Real strength is knowing when to reach out. 75% of people who get help feel better. Why not you?
There are many different ways to cope. For example, practicing gratitude. By writing it down in a journal or downloading a free app can really help you increase your gratitude and can really help your mental mood. Secondly, prioritizing sleep. Sleeping helps the brain function correctly, and not getting enough can really increase negative emotions such as irritability. Another great way to cope is by enjoying hobbies or enjoying things you do. Hiking, skiing, running, whatever you love to do can really increase your dopamine production, which is the feel-good hormone, in turn making you feel a lot better. Lastly, just connecting with others. Talking to people you love can really help you feel better, both mentally and physically. Someone will always rather hear your struggles than your eulogy. There's many different types of hotlines that you can talk to for mental health help or for a mental health crisis. If you don't want to reach any of these hotlines though, just talking to someone you trust can be a very helpful way to cope.
Why did we choose this topic? Well, first of all, it's an issue that is often ignored, and we've seen how it affects our family, friends, and even us. Secondly, it affects people all over the world, and we want you to know that you're not alone. Getting help early on can reduce the risk of more severe episodes in the future. And lastly, this motivated us to oppose stereotypes and open conversations.
How will this help us in our future? Learning about other struggles will help us gain a sense of maturity in mental health settings. We will also know how to handle these emotionally heightened environments in health scenarios. It has given us an added sense of awareness and empathy for men.
Test your knowledge. True or false? Confiding in family, friends, or any trusted adults is a good way to cope with any mental issues. That's true. Having a support system with people who care about you is one of the best ways to cope. People who can relate and reassure you, along with encourage for you to get professional help. In our outside data, we found that men are less likely to receive mental health treatment due to societal expectations to man up and avoid showing vulnerability. Factors like culture, fatherhood, race, and socioeconomic status also impact men's mental health journeys. Along with men's symptoms of mental illness often differ from women's, leading to further challenges in diagnosis. And finally, schizophrenia, one of the leading causes of disability in the US, affects 3.5 million people, with men making up 90% of those diagnosed by age 30. In the study we conducted, we passed out a survey to 100 participants aged from 14 to 22 to discover the differences from how male and female dealt with their emotional problems. While an overarching 67.3% of females said that they reached out for help, only a minute percentage of men, 32.4%, reached out for help. This shows the dramatic difference between the male and female outreach pertaining to the amount of help seeked. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Real Strength is reaching out.